Welcome to Peri-Pigs, the podcast where two perimenopausal besties, Veronica Pig and Penelope Pig, survive hot flushes, brain fog and midlife mayhem together, one oink at a time.
So if you've laughed, cried or screamed at absolutely nothing this week, you're in the right sty. Let's oink about it. Wake up, Penelope. It's time. Wake up.
I'm awake, Veronica. Penelope is here in body, maybe not so much in mind, but I'm here nonetheless.
You're a very tired pig.
I'm a very tired pig.
We were just saying that you peaked and now you've crashed, haven't you?
I did. I peaked with excitement of coming to see you. We did the electric slide, had my jab, I've had a drink, and then I just had a bit of I went off somewhere in my own little mind, didn't I? But it's okay, I'm here.
I can see it. I can see it happening. So you've
shutting down.
You're shutting, because it's just been a hell of a week for you, hasn't it?
Hell of a week.
And I've not seen you, but I'm sorry. So we'll just explain. So we're back in the studio with the dogs.
Good
and
heavens!
It appears that one of them may have just
what's she been
passed
eating?
some wind. Yeah,
it's like
she looks so guilty.
Well, so she should. I've seen what you prepare them. They get prepared wholesome homemade meals by their mummy, which is wonderful. And I know that you give them some other decent quality like tin food or whatever, but nothing you give them has garlic in. So why does she smell like garlic?
Yeah,
you are rotten.
It's
but I
so
love you.
It's so rotten and so earthy. But then someone said to me a while ago, like, you're used to it. But then when other guests come around the house, I'm nose blind to it. So I'm sort of aware that it's happened, but I don't react to it because it's just my life now, and this is what I have to live with, this stench when they fart. And then I was going on, like, saying exactly what you were saying, going like I try and do my best for them and give them the best food for their guts.
But they smell like they've eaten a corpse.
Yes. But then they said to me, they were like, isn't that a thing that like dogs, their farts do smell? I suppose human farts smell, don't they? So, but yeah, not to that level. Not to that level.
There probably are times. I mean, I don't mean me. Well, maybe me actually. We've all had the
post drinking.
Yes. When you've overindulged, definitely.
Cider. I know cider can be a bad one for people.
Farts.
Yes. We've so digressed already. I do apologise.
It's all good. It's all good. Well, this young lady here put me off my stride.
Yes.
But it's woken me up.
It has. There you go.
It's brought life back to
like
Auntie
Penelope.
Salts,
isn't it?
yeah. Thank you for bringing life back into Auntie
Victorian ladies that would then like pass out, wouldn't they? And then they'd have their little sniffing.
And she knows she's done it, and she was having a little sniff herself. Yeah, she was a bit proud of her own smell. Yeah, what you like?
She loved it.
She did love it.
Yeah. So we were saying, this week you have been, so I've not seen you, but obviously we've had our constant
communication channel is always open.
Conversations going on via messaging and calls. And I just know from the tone of everything, you've been in a terrible, terrible place this way. I don't know, I'm laughing. I'm sorry. You've just been spiralling a bit, haven't you, with overwhelm?
Yes, so I think we got to a bit, I can't even speak properly, see, we got to a bit with the messaging, didn't we? And I said to you, quite frankly, I think I am just overwhelmed and overstimulated this week by many, many things. It's been busy. I've been away. I was away for 3 days, or like at the beginning of the week with work. So it's like 3 days, you're in the car, you're traveling, you're with all these new people. So it's like lots of stimulation, lots of noise, lots going on, lots of people, kind of meetings, a lot of repetition, kind of having to be really hyper aware of your surroundings. And then staying in a hotel for 2 nights, completely out of routine, eating moderately okay, but kind of not having full control of everything.
Right.
Penelope lost control this week.
So were you sleeping then? Were you sleeping well?
I didn't sleep very well the beginning of the week. I slept pretty much okay the second night I was away through utter exhaustion, I believe.
Yeah.
And then last night, I didn't go to sleep until about 11 o'clock because I was just watching TV, just trying to you're just trying to unwind your mind by just watching something on the telly. And I like to try and go to sleep at 9 o'clock, but I was like, no, I'm just going to unwind and carry on watching what I'm watching. And I think I was watching TV till 11. The husband had gone to sleep and he was snoring, not really loud. But when I'm feeling overstimulated, as you know, the noise thing, I can't cope with it. So I just said to him, my heart's racing and you're giving me really bad anxiety.
Yeah.
Because I know I can't, it's that whole, I'm not going to go to sleep, oh my God. And he was like, I'm just going to go into the spare room. So off he went. Love him. And
Did
then
he back off slowly out the door?
He probably scuttled. Yeah, he probably just scuttled out the room, took the fan with him under his arm. And I think I went to toilet, came back in, finished my programme, and I can't even remember going to sleep. I must have gone straight to sleep. I had 5.5 hours of dead to the world, complete.
Yeah.
Like restful sleep. So I did feel better this morning.
Right, yes. So I had the same actually. So yesterday... So funny enough, I was talking to my boss at work. We were having like a one-to-one sort of chat. And it kind of went on, as it always does with anything we do in life. It always, like, you have to go on to sleep, don't you? And I was saying to him, how are you? How are you? And I was like, well, I said, I'm trying to get through this because I said, I've had very little sleep last night. And I said, it was like lots of things happening. So he was like, oh, you weren't worried about work or anything like that? And I was like, well, first of all, one of the dogs gets scared of thunderstorms. So that equals about 3 days of panic attacks for her. So we had that. Then I was awoken to a fox. I hope it was a fox screaming. You know when foxes like mating
it's
season?
Horrible, that
and
noise.
It sounds like a woman screaming. I can't bear a woman or a child screaming, doesn't it? And it's really haunting and horrible. And then I was like, I'm sure it's not mating season at the moment. I was like, I don't know what's going on out there. It could be dying. But then obviously that then woke me up, woke the dogs up. Then they needed the loo. Then I had to come back up. Then there was like an hour or so later, I was online shopping and looking at stuff online. And then about an hour or so later, I was still awake. And then there was a beep, beep, beep. And I thought, have I died? Is this the sound of my machine in the hospital? Beep, beep. And I'm like, you know the noises of your home. And if it's a dishwasher.
Yeah, you'll know it's the dishwasher, you left the fridge open or something familiar.
What is that? And it was sounded sort of distant and muffled. And I was like, is someone in the house? Like, what's going on? Like, all these things start going through your head. And then I was like, I know what that is. That's my husband's earpiece. So he's gone to sleep with his earphones in, like the AirPod things. And then it's rolled out, and I don't know if it's like an end of battery or it's just warning him. So it's somewhere in the bed, and that's why it was a bit muffled and sounding like a bit, I couldn't work out where it was coming from. And then obviously he didn't wake to this. So I was just like, had to wake him up. I was like, there's a bleeping. Is it your headphone? Oh, yeah. And then he got it. And then obviously the rage kicked in, because then it's like,
You've done that on purpose to wake me up.
Yeah.
I hate you.
And then you go back to sleep.
In
Why
a peaceful,
don't you?
tranquil sleep.
Yeah. So now I've been downstairs with the dogs. I've listened to a fox either like dying or something else happening to it out there. God knows what. Then the bleeping. And now what? So now we're at like 3 a.m. and I'm contemplating, is there any point even trying to go back to sleep or what? It's so bad, isn't it? And so I was explaining this to my boss, and then I was like, and then I kind of was awake at 5, half 5 anyway, as you do. And he was saying like he wakes up really early, and we were both agreeing.
So many people do wake up at like this
it's
5.
Age.
They used to call it the 5 o'clock club, didn't they? Or the 5 a.m. club, whatever it's called. And it has to be an age thing.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the club. I don't want to be in
that
the
club.
5
It's not through
club.
choice. I haven't signed up and got a membership.
Yeah.
I've had it enforced upon my person.
Exactly. We all have. And it's like, so it's interesting that happens to men as well.
I think my husband does wake up earlier. The difference is with him is he can wake up early, because even when it's because we have conflicting days off. So if he wakes up on his day off and I'm at home working, like yesterday, he will kind of wake up a similar time to me, and then he'll scroll on his phone for a bit or put the TV on, but then he'll be like, I'm going to go back to sleep now. And so 7, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, he'll just go back to sleep like properly until like midday.
Bastard.
I can't do that. Because even when I stayed here last weekend, we woke up at that time. Even when we go off for a weekend away or holiday and we've been out till all sorts of time, like way beyond our bedtime, we still wake up. We don't ever go, oh my goodness, what time is it? We've slept in until 10.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like never. The only time that ever happens to me is if I'm really, really poorly or I've had 2 weeks like this in a row and maybe it's, like when it's winter and it's dark. So the outside is still dark in the morning and the animals are different in the winter because they're not stimulated by the sunrise, are they?
No. Well, yeah, you wouldn't have thought so, but yeah. It's really, really tough when you get into that cycle of it. And I think I'm the same, whereas you'll have those maybe 2, 3, 4 nights of horrendous non-sleep and then you do just power down, body shuts down. And even if you get 5 hours, it's a great sleep.
It's a deep replenished sleep.
Isn't it? So you had one of those.
I had a really good deep replenished sleep last night. I was quite happy in terms of how I felt this morning. I didn't feel like I've been run over like a bus like I did yesterday. Went to the gym. We spoke about like motivation, like don't wait for it. I can't wait for it. So I just have to say to myself, just go to the gym because I have to have that like argument with myself, with my two personalities around how you will just feel better. And I do feel better. My mental clarity to do my job today was so much better as a result of me going to the gym this morning. And some of it's going to the gym and doing the physical workout. I think some of it's just the fact that you get up and you put your clothes and your makeup on-ish and you drive your car and you go in the gym and there's people and there's just stuff going on. It just wakes you up in a different way than if I just get up and drink coffee in bed for 2 hours and then just slope off to my office with my jogging bottoms on, still half asleep. Yeah. Because then you just remain in that mentality all day then.
You've sort of had a bit of a change recently where you've changed your job. You've got like a different routine and the routine is you don't have a routine, isn't it? Like one day you can be travelling, another day you'll be at home, another day, it's so
yeah, my job's always been like that a little bit, but it's like gone to the extremes now. And I knew this, which is why I had reservations prior to applying for the job. Because if you recall, I'd said to my boss at the time, I can't do that. I don't have it in me. I'm not capable. My brain is dysfunctional. I get too tired. I can't do it. And then I was like, no, I'm all good. I'm feeling much better. I've hit this good place. Do you know what? Let's just go for it. And then now I'm going, oh my God, what have I done to myself? But I know it will be okay. And I know I'll get it's worth it. But this was just a bit of I won't be going away for 3 days frequently, but it has battered me.
Yeah.
My
it's so
poor
interesting,
little
isn't it? 'Cause
brain.
it's like, if you were given this same opportunity 10 years ago, it'd probably be quite exciting and quite different, and you'll be embracing all of those changes and doing things a bit differently and stuff. Whereas now it's still great, but it's hard work.
It's just the wrong time of my life, but I'm going to prove to myself and every other piggy that you can do this, and I can do it because I want to do it, and I'm going to bloody do it because I won't. I've committed now. I've put myself, I'm going to do this. I think the lion's share of it's going to be the next 24 months max, like the next year and a half, 2 years is going to be the real push with this. And it'll be worth it. And it's fine because it actually, what it does is it forces me to do things that I don't think I can do.
Because of the self-doubt, isn't it, that creeps in?
Oh, I keep having it, don't I? Yeah. Even my boss has said to me, because she's like, you all right? Yeah. She said, you had a bit of a wobble last bit. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, it's all good. I said, I don't have not a wobble as in like, oh God, I can't do it. It's just, I just need to make you aware that I can't literally articulate myself today. And that's horrible. Because it makes you feel really incompetent and stupid. But then that's why I'm really happy just to own it and go, I have got health struggles. Because that's what this is.
Yeah.
You don't have to explain to people the ins and outs of your health and well-being problems. I've got some health issues. Some of them are not the menopause or perimenopause, and some of them are, and some of them affect each other. So I don't mind.
By this.
Yeah. The overstimulation, the overwhelm, the anxiety that I have, that people wouldn't have a clue that I have it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that comes in waves.
This is it. It's what I was saying to you earlier about when people so where I had my sort of catch up with my boss, and the first thing you say in any interaction at work or with friends or what have you, and people go, "Hi, how are you?" And we all do it, and we all go, "Yeah, I'm good.
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good, thanks." And it's like, say you're like, it's a meeting, it's like a Teams call meeting or something. You could have had the worst morning, like where you haven't slept, you've been crying in the shower, washing. I've done that before. Stood there washing my hair in the shower. Not at this job, but at a previous job where it was horrendous. Literally sobbing in the shower because I didn't want to go to work, and it's that sort of, oh. And then you have to click into work mode, don't you? And then you're like, "Hi, morning," because we all have to do that to an extent. But it's like, if we were just all truthful for a day, can you imagine
the conversations that people would have?
Yeah.
"Morning, how are you?" "Absolutely fucking shit, actually.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm miserable. I'm a
pig.
fat, ugly pig."
I'm a pig, or, it could be like, "Well, I'm on my period. I've been bleeding like a dead body for 5 days.
I've got the shit.
Not good, bitch." That's my answer. Not good. Or, it could be, there's just so many other
It feels
things
like someone's got their hand in my womb and they're cranking it like a tap, which is what I was saying earlier. I've got this funny little crampy pain in my womb.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Because it shouldn't be there, should it?
Well,
for
it
you?
feels
So,
like you said, that sort of crampy pain that you get when you're having a period. But I don't have periods. But I don't have periods because I have the Mirena coil, not because I'm menopausal. But then I wouldn't know because I don't have periods.
Yes,
so I
'cause
have
you've got
actually no
Right.
idea whatsoever where I am.
Yeah.
But it makes me think that's my body's doing something. There's something contracty going on in there.
Yeah.
It's trying to get rid of something, but nothing's going to come. Nothing's going to come out.
Nothing's going to
And then I'm like,
happen,
"Well, is my
is it?"
Mirena coil going to come out?" Sometimes I do feel like my womb just wants to spit it out. Like, for anyone that's had it, and I know we've got like listeners that have got it as well, and anyone that's had it, like, it is a really good thing to have, but I won't lie, like, having it put in is not fun. And every now and again, when you go, it's like that's what it feels like. It feels like there's nothing for my body to push out because I don't have periods. So is it like going, well, like, let's try and push this out then?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's really hard to
obviously,
explain.
yeah.
'Cause some people, like, you hear
just a
like
feeling.
horror where they come out and I'm like, how has that come
Oh my
out?
God.
Because getting it in is like a military operation.
Yeah. I
She has
sort
a head torch and everything.
No.
Yes.
Really? Head torch?
Yes, she had a head
Whoa.
torch.
Do they not just usually have a lamp that they kind of move?
Not
like, on
that
a
doctor,
stick?
no. No, she's there staring down the barrel of my vagina with her head
Were you in
torch,
the right place?
chatting away,
This
looking up, chatting away.
This was definitely the doctor's surgery you walked into.
It was 100%,
Yeah?
but I think the doctor that I saw, I'm actually really pleased it with her because somehow she made it fun. But she's completely bonkers, this woman that did it at the time. So, yeah, all good.
It's almost like, when like photographers have to do photo shoots with babies and stuff, and they wear like a big jester's hat with bells on
Yeah.
and stuff. You almost need them to do something like that
Or
to
go,
distract you.
Yeah.
Or like
At your fanny.
throw some like chocolate Maltesers and you can try and catch them in your mouth, and then that would distract you, wouldn't it, from these things?
Maltesers probably, that's actually not a bad
Yeah.
shout. Maybe they should have Maltesers in the surgery when they do your Mirena coil.
Like when you go to, like when kids go to the dentist and then they get a
lollipop.
doctor and they get a lollipop afterwards.
You should be given a glass of wine, quite
Yes.
frankly, when you leave the doctors having that done.
Yes, and then I think the take up on it would be a lot bigger.
I
if you
think
were going to get rewarded in some way,
momentum,
chocolate,
definitely,
wine,
yeah.
whatever your thing is, you could put that on the booking form.
You should have that, like after a smear test in general.
Yeah,
There should be
bottle of
something
wine.
that you're given. Because
Yeah.
not any woman that I've known in my entire life goes, "Oh, I've got my smear test today.
Oh, can't wait.
Can't wait." It's
that time.
It's awful and nobody likes it. Everybody should have it. And I know there's the avoiders, but no one should ever avoid it. But it's just horrendous, isn't it? And you've got to pick your timing when you go for your smear test because you're like, okay, you kind of want to go first thing in the morning because you can have like a shower and make sure, because you want to be clean and you've got to have it all pruned and, it's the best it's ever going to look. You go for a smear test. Don't worry what your husband sees if they ever go looking. So you want to go in the morning so it's all fresh. You don't want to go like in the afternoon when you've been sat around all day festering. But then if you go in the morning, it's okay. Again, it's this whole thing of where you can work at home. If I went in the morning now, it's fine. You go, you come back home, you can sort yourself out. But the days when you used to have to go when you work in the office.
And then go back straight
because they
after,
put all you'd fanny fart your way out of the smear test, wouldn't you? And then you'd have to sit in that all day.
Oh, God.
There's no easy way to get round it, is there?
And I think it's reminded me of a time that you were with me for this one.
Did I fanny fart?
So, no. When I had to go to the hospital. When I had to go to the hospital. I love laughing at our trauma. So I had several sort of health issues and stuff. I'd had an operation and things like that. And then I had to... Loads of other things were uncovered, and I'd had to go back to the hospital for a checkup. It was a time where I seemed to have loads of hospital appointments, and I kept getting drawn back for these appointments. And so you had come with me as my support to this appointment, and so we'd gone into the doctor's office in the hospital, sat there talking to her, and then she said, "Okay, well, I'll examine you. So if you just go through into the other room," and there was a nurse there. So there's doctor, nurse, me, you, and then a room off of the room. And so she said, "Go into the room and get on the bed." And so the nurse took me through into this secondary room where there was a bed. And so I then just stripped from the waist down and got on the bed. And then, the nurse even handed me, they give you the sheet of paper. They go
the modesty blue roll.
Paper. And so there I was, because I was just so used to having to get it all out for examination. And then she walked back in, and she was like, "Oh no, it wasn't an internal examination. She just wanted to feel."
So you're there with your flaps out. Just why not?
She just
Everyone
wanted
else
to
has
feel
seen
my
it.
belly from the outside. I was there,
Muff out.
full fanny out on the bed. And I just knew, because you obviously heard this because you were still in the adjacent room, and I could almost hear the stifled laughter, because it's
me knowing that you were in
the nurse didn't correct me, so I think the nurse thought that that's what she meant as well.
It's so funny.
And so then I just very casually continued with this examination with my fanny out, naked from the waist down, just talking to her, looking her in the eye, talking to her, because I think you just get so used to it.
If you've had several appointments in a row where everybody's had to look at your fanny,
everyone wants a piece of me.
You're just sharing it around now, aren't you? Everyone's seen it.
I just got so desensitized to it. It just didn't. It doesn't. I can laugh about it because it doesn't.
But what about
really
now? Would you be desensitized now?
I think so, because it's just happened so many times. I think
get over it, get it out. Whatever.
Most of that hospital has probably seen me from the waist down now, in every department. So
excellent.
I think I've made peace with it. I'm okay with it.
You've made peace. I love that. It's just, it's so awkward and horrible. I can remember when I went for an operation many years ago. I had a boob reduction because I had these massive wangers. They were awful, and they gave me backache, back pain, all of this stuff. And I was lucky enough to manage to, at the time, they would do this on the NHS if you had particular impacts from it. And I can remember I'd not been with my now husband for very long when I had to go for this operation. And so he's driven me to the hospital, and it's really early in the morning, and you go in and you have to have all your pre-stuff done, don't you? And you have to talk to the anaesthetic man, and then you get your gown on. And so I'm there. I've had all the drugs, the pre-drugs put in your body that kind of chill you out a bit before you actually then go and get put to sleep. So I think I was first on the list that morning. And then all of a sudden they were like, "Oh, you have to have before and after photos taken when you have that sort of operation."
Oh, God.
Oh, God. And I'm just in the gown that gapes at the back with your pants on. I had to walk to the other end of the hospital drugged up to my eyeballs, in a gown with my pants on, with my massive wangers flapping around. So we've gone scuttling down the hospital with my boyfriend, my newish boyfriend.
Yeah.
I think he'd just not long moved in with me. But it was still a relatively new relationship.
Yeah.
Regardless. So we've gone scuttling down. I've then had to stand there, just in my pants, with this male photographer, having these photos taken of my boobs that had arrows drawn on them, by the way, at this point, by the surgeon. So I've got
Were they pointing up or down?
Oh, all over the place. The arrows are all over the place. My nipples are probably pointing in different directions at this point. Those photos must be somewhere.
And was Hogsband...
Yes, he was there for all. I couldn't do this on my own.
Face on, staring at you.
I can't remember what he was looking at, but he was probably questioning his life choices at this point. And then we're just about to walk back up the other end, and I was like, I need the toilet. I really need the toilet. And I was like, can you come? I just need a wee. I need a wee. I'm going for a night. So can you come in with me? Because it's not really safe. I can't be left on my own at this point because I've got these.
And you had the cannula and stuff.
And I've got the cannula, and I've got this flappy the nighty gown thing on. So again, bear in mind, this is a relatively new relationship. We're in this toilet cubicle, like a disabled toilet cubicle. And I was like, can you kind of just hold the gown a little bit while I go for a wee? So he's there. And then unbeknown to me, the bowels just took over. I wouldn't have a shit in front of my own husband now, but I had no choice. And I just looked at him dead in the eye. And I was like, I'm so sorry. And then plop.
Oh my God! What did he do?
Well, you know him. You've met him, obviously. He's just you know what? He's world's politest man, isn't he? Loves me more than anything in the world. And we just looked at each other as it left my body and plopped in the toilet while he's holding the gown with my saggy tits hanging out the bottom of my. So dignity has left us both at points, hasn't it?
Yeah, but he stayed with you, and he went on to marry you.
He stayed the distance.
So it couldn't have been that horrific for him.
No,
it was probably. But yeah, you just have to. That's life, isn't it? You just have to get through.
That's my medical story.
Yeah. It's never easy.
How have we got to me sharing this? I don't know.
I don't know. Well, we were talking about utter overwhelm that you've had this week. So actually, in comparison to what we've just spoken about, this week probably it's been easy,
fairly relaxed, really, in the grand scheme of things, isn't it?
Yeah, if you can get through that,
you can get through anything,
right?
Yeah.
So
hilarious.
Yeah, we just need to remember those stories when we are over. Criticising ourselves and stuff like that, and go, well, actually, the world has seen too much already of us. So
the world's seen everything. And I think it's really interesting because when we have these messages back and forth, like, as everybody should know by now, we have the morning message, the snout, the pig, we start chatting in the morning, how are you, how's your sleep been, blah, 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 how are you feeling? And it's like, I've just completely lost my train of thought.
The overwhelm. Yeah. Brain fog.
That was really
hard.
Fog. There you go.
Brain fog.
And this is where I've been at, right?
So you've lost your words.
Lost my words. Lost my train of thought.
Yeah.
No idea what I was just about to say that was relevant to being overwhelmed. Don't know. Because I'm too fucking overwhelmed.
Because you're overwhelmed. You're overwhelmed, overstimulated.
I've got nothing left.
Yeah, you haven't. In the words of Ian Beale from EastEnders.
I've got nothing left to give now. Yeah. It's all just gone.
It even happens to Ian Beale, so it's bound to happen to us. And, well, I think this is where we are, isn't it, in life? So every day could be like this with the overwhelm. You've put yourself through a lot of these challenges recently with new job and getting used to that and accepting it. I think sort of reflecting on that, I'm the sort of total opposite, whereas I'm in that phase where it's like I don't want to kind of do anything other than what I'm doing now.
That's where I was.
And there is a bit of fear to that, isn't it?
A couple of years ago.
Yeah, because I was like,
stay in your comfort zone.
That's it. I know what I'm doing. I know I do it well.
You can do it on autopilot, basically.
Exactly.
You don't need to.
So I can allow myself those days where, like what you've just had, where words escape you. You don't know what you're doing. You're a mess. I can get away with it because I can do what I do on autopilot, like you say, and I it's ingrained in me. So starting something new, it's amazing that you've done that, put yourself out there, and it will be hard for a little bit. It's going to be hard, but you'll get there until this is ingrained in you, and you can kind of
and it is getting more ingrained in me. It's just a lot. It's big and it's new and it's different, and there's I feel quite ironically talking about what we were just talking about. I feel quite exposed now because I'm in a different position and I'm this singular person in this role that's here for a purpose of a big change in the business, and everyone's like, oh right, and I feel like, oh my god, I feel like the spotlight, you feel like the spotlight's on you. Yeah. And it's just like, oh my God. But it's okay.
That's it.
Today's been a better day.
Good. And you've got through it. So that's the main point as well.
Yes.
I think what we were saying, I've just remembered what we were saying about when people say, are you okay? You like when you say, hi, how are you? And you go, yeah, I'm fine. And we all do that thing where we say, I'm okay. And actually, like this week, you're not okay. And I don't know if we should be more honest about it. And I suppose you've got the safe people where you can say,
for sure,
I'm not okay. And I know you've got that in work, and obviously we've got each other.
Yeah.
But then, like I said to you, sometimes I feel like where I reserve a lot of that, where I say, yeah, I'm fine to a lot of other people, and then I reserve it to, I give the genuine answer to you. And then I sort of question myself going, am I just constantly whinging and moaning and negative because I'm offloading on you? And I suppose we're offloading on you, the listeners, as well a little bit. But it's because we want people to know it's not like you're not alone.
Well, that's it. And you're not offloading, quite frankly, in that way, are you? You're just speaking your thoughts, because then you rationalise with yourself, or you get someone else that says to you, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's perfectly normal.
Same.
I felt like that.
Yeah.
I've been through that.
Yeah.
I know this person that's going through the same thing, and it just makes you feel better that you know that it's just a perfectly normal part of life.
That's it. Do you know, I had a conversation with my really good friend at work who's going through this as well at the moment, and we had a really in detail conversation about our partners and chewing. And like that noise, like the noise sensitivity, like what you were saying with your husband, and he had to leave the room because you're just like, I can't deal with like noise and distraction tonight. And we were both saying how all of a sudden the chewing of our partners is like this, it's like a deafening noise. And the other day, my husband was eating something in the kitchen, and I backed out of the door. I slowly backed out because it was almost like someone had turned the volume up. Yeah. And that's all I could hear.
It's like you're like repulsed by it, or you're like, oh, I can't bear it.
Yeah.
Not doing anything.
And then
exactly.
It's like just stood there like eating a snack. It's like absolutely fine. But you just, it's like this volume button has gone and it's been cranked up to full volume, and it's all you can hear. It's deafening.
That's it. You home into it and then you can't unhear it. It's just constant. We had this when we were away this week. It was me. Luckily, I was with another colleague. It was the two of us. There was three of us there. My boss was there, but she didn't stay over. So me and my other colleague, we stayed in the hotel together. And luckily, we're quite, we're good friends. If I say quite good friends, she'll be well offended. We're really good friends. Sorry. And we are good friends. So that was quite nice. And the first night we were there, great. Got to the hotel, went for a walk, came back, had some food, went off back to our separate rooms fairly early because we both were tired and wanted to catch up with the husbands and things like that. And the second night we were both done in. So that, it wasn't just me. We were both feeling exactly the same way, the overwhelmed, the overstimulated. It's all a bit much sort of thing. And we went to go and get our dinner in the restaurant that's attached to the Premier Inn. And it was really busy because they had a wake.
Oh God. And you're feeling like that, and then you walk into
but it was one of them like they were all having a great time, and there was lots of screaming children and noise, and we were sat there, both of us. We just could look at each other across the table, and we knew exactly how we both felt in that moment. We just both wanted to stand up and go, shut up!
Yeah.
Shut up! Yeah. To like everybody in that restaurant, because we just wanted to sit there in the peace and quiet and have our food and whatever. So the first thing we end up doing is the waitress comes and she's like, would you like a drink? We're like, two white wines. Like we hadn't drank anything the night before, but we were like, we just need a glass of wine. to get through this moment. And it was just so difficult because we were both tired and could not bear that sound stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's really common.
But how amazing that you were both on that vibe at the same time.
We both said to each other, thank goodness we're both on the same vibe, and you haven't got one of you that's like...
completely, that doesn't...
totally wide awake, doesn't bother me. Do you know, let's have a couple of drinks tonight, shall we? But we were both like, absolutely not. No, do you know what? We're going to have this, and then we're going to go for a walk and get some fresh air, and then we're going to have an early night because we're both exhausted. Yeah.
So it does help.
Like-minded women is the most helpful thing,
isn't it?
Ever.
And that's why you should maybe you should say, I'm not good today, and do that sort of...
But you can.
A truthful answer.
With that person, I'd give a truthful answer. With you, I'd give a truthful answer. With my boss, I'd probably give a mostly truthful answer.
Yeah.
Most other people, like you said, you just through gritted teeth, you say, I'm absolutely fine. And it's...
because it's just, we're just
conditioned to have to
do it. Because otherwise, and you also, it's that sort of thing, it's like you don't want to bring other people down.
You don't.
Or be that person that's always whinging and moaning. But it's like, in the background, life is pretty, it can be quite hellish a lot of the time during this, during the Peri-Pig stage of your life. It's not fun. And so you get those moments where you go out or, you do the social stuff, and life's okay for a bit, but then you get the punishment, don't you, of like the tiredness or the extreme
you can't go and do the fun
or whatever, or the food hangover, if you dare have anything out of the ordinary. So a lot of the time is spent actually battling it, and we all kind of do it internally. So I suppose answer, just surround yourself with fellow pigs.
Well, and this is the point, because if you've got people with you, lovely people, but they, like, we go back to that bit where you go, it's not being content, but you don't understand until you're going through it.
Yes.
So if you're with somebody that is not going through it at all, they're absolutely fine. Like you said, they're the ones that are going to think, oh my God, you're really boring, and oh God, you're boring, you're a bit whingy, a bit moany or whatever. Whereas actually, once everybody's on the same mindset, you don't look at it as being moany and whingy. You're actually like, no, I'm really glad you're talking to me. Again, I'm going to ask her next week. I'm going to ask her to give herself her name.
Yeah, she needs
so
a
I can talk
name,
about her.
She?
And it's easier than just saying her.
Can we create one for her now?
We might create one for, what could we? Oh. Not sure how what can we call? She probably would enjoy it.
It needs to come. It needs to come from within, doesn't it?
It does need to come from within.
Yeah.
So I'm going to task her with this.
Okay.
Because inevitably, what happens, and I know you and I have done this, is we'll spend time together at work, or we'll have been in a meeting, or we just have a bit of a therapy catch up during the day at work sometimes. Often twice. And then what will happen is we'll both leave work, and then I'll get a message from her later on going, sorry that all I did was moan at you today.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Or
so
I'll go, you weren't moaning.
Yeah.
You weren't moaning. You were just like telling me like it's like, don't apologise. And I'll be like, oh God, I'm so sorry that I moaned at you too. And it's hilarious. And then we go into these messages on WhatsApp in the evening apologising for moaning at each other. It's so funny.
There we go then. So we all feel like that then, don't we? So
and she's not even... Wow, she must be teetering on the edge. I'm sorry, love, you're teetering on the edge.
You're going to be very much firmly in this
I'm pulling you in.
very, very soon. Well, she's got plenty of warning. She knows what's happening.
She knows what's coming.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, darling.
That's it. But we will embrace you, so it's okay. It's fine.
You're very welcome. She's very welcome. Yeah. Yes, I
just index all of this advice for when you fully get into the swing of this, the oinks of this. So okay, so it's basically do your offloading or your honest answers with your safe people, usually a fellow Peri-Pig, really, isn't it? It's got to be.
And you know who they are.
You don't have to over-explain them. They'll just get it.
You know who they are. We still all need badges, lanyards, T-shirts, whatever it is. But all it takes is that knowing look or nod. Like when I've been in a meeting before and just, you say it, don't you? You forget your word and just go, oh my goodness, brain fog. And you say it without thinking and someone will go, oh my God, I know how you feel. Bloody menopause. And that's it. Friends for life. You know, next time you speak to that person in a meeting, they go, how are you? You can actually go, oh my God, I'm fine. And you know that it's great.
Yeah.
It's a really good way to make friends and make acquaintances.
Actually, it really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you've got a shared interest. So usually with a friendship of any kind, you have to have a bit of a shared interest, don't you? So sometimes you
Normally
meet
it'd be a
people
hobby,
through,
darling, but yes.
like a hobby, work, or through friends of friends, but or it could be like a sport, a gym buddy, or the mums in the school playground, like their kids get on and they sort of hit it off and that. And actually, because I've had it sometimes where I've worked places and you can get on so well in work and then you leave and then you've kind of lost that common thing. Like me and you met at work and we bonded for life.
We've never been separated ever since.
Exactly. So it was meant to be. But then I've had other friends over the years where we've got on really, really well at work, but then you just naturally drift apart because you've lost that common denominator. Whereas actually being a Peri-Pig, it draws us together, doesn't it? So actually let's use it as an opportunity to expand the style.
We need to expand the population.
Yeah.
It needs to be like singles nights. Remember they used to have those singles nights and you can have like a green, orange or red sticker
the
or
traffic
something.
light system.
The traffic light system.
Yes.
Like pink.
Add
I'm
pink.
full pink.
Oh my God, that's so brilliant. Yes.
I'm a pink pig.
Yeah.
Bring it on. Any other pig.
Yeah.
Like, you're my friend.
Okay, so we need, it's some sort of, it doesn't have to be as obvious as a snout badge or something, but it has to be something pink, like a little pink ribbon or something like that.
Yeah, we just need a code word.
Curly tail.
Little curly tail.
Yeah. On a pin badge or something.
Yeah. But you get the feel, you know who they are.
Yeah.
You know who they are. You can see it in their eyes.
Exactly. The despair.
Desperation.
Yeah. And they just look really tired. They look really tired and possibly have been crying.
Yeah. Yeah, we know.
Or they're naked from the waist down, or
they got the tits out of arrows on.
yeah,
Generally just look a bit unhinged.
all of those. Yeah, so
Turn up for work looking
we know.
homeless. Yeah.
Yeah, no badges or lanyards needed.
You are your own personal
Or you're
badge.
walking around with two different shoes on, or
Oh, I love it. There you go. Oh dear.
right. Okay. Well, we've done well today, haven't we? We've sorted a lot out.
We've done it.
And, hopefully, let's go and make some more friends. Right.
Yes.
I think we can now. Yeah, just a quick walk down the street, pop into the shop, and we'll find them.
Collect a few up.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely. We'll find one and bring it on. We'll bring it. We'll bring someone onto the pod.
On
We
that
need to start
note,
getting people
do you
on.
fancy jumping into the hot tub?
A splish splash in the hot tub?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Full wind down of
Let's
the week?
go.
I think so.
I'm in.
Come on then, Penelope. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Have a good week ahead. And just hold it together, people. Hold it together.
Love
We're
you
here for
all.
you. Love ya. Thanks for hanging out in the Peri-Pigs sty with us.
If you had a good time, give us a follow or hit subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. And if you know someone who'd enjoy this too, share it around and spread the Peri-Pig love.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok.
Come and say hi and drop us a comment to let us know how you are.